Hey, today's shave, this 2000 from Semogue. It's a big old knot, so I've added an O-ring at the base to rein it in a little bit. It's been really good from the get-go. It's maybe this is the fourth shave with it, fourth use, and we'll be putting a blade in this fat boy here. I really like. We'll keep it at setting 3 today. And I'm going to use a little blade I haven't used very much, but when I tried it, I really liked it. And I think I was able to find it at a pretty good price, so I went ahead and brought it. Bought some off, who knows, Amazon or whatever, but it's from, there's another company, I think it's a Personna, in the Personna family, Viking sword. And this is what the blade looks like. Don't know if it'll be good in the fat boy, but let's give it a shot. Soap we're going to be using today is Sandalwood 10 by Soap Smooth. As you can see, it's a tallow soap. It's got a nice woody scent to it. Very, like kiln dried wood, very much like that. Like you might smell in a wood shop or something like that after running something through a table saw. And the bowl we'll be using, my usual from Roger Quintero, and 3D printed bowl. If you want those files, they'll be in the description. Throw a little water on my face. The brush has been soaking in distilled water for an hour and a half. It's kind of my break-in procedure lately with boars. It's kind of more of a gentle type thing. It seems to be working well for the Semogues and Zeniths. All right, so I'm going to get this guy wet again, just so I can kind of shake out leave the right amount of water in it. Do a good bit of shaking here. All right, pretty flat soap. You can tell they crammed it in and leveled it off. Okay, we'll do just for grins, let's do a 40-second load, and we start it right when the clock hit 45 right there. So 15 seconds after will be 30 seconds, so we'll go to 25 seconds after, and I'm just kind of holding it in my palm because it's like a 2-ounce tub. Trying to restrict the bristles and kind of keep them on the soap puck. It's a little messy, but that's all right. 30 more seconds, and there we go. I've used this soap base before, and I've been very happy with it. So here's kind of all the whatever we have going. Why don't we put a little bit on as to clean my face, pre-shave a little bit. All right, and then do I have a dry thing to hit my button to pause you? All right. We're in late March, and this year it's been pretty cold. The water is chilly for sure. Okay, just a little bit of stirring, not a whole lot of agitation and activity right there. So the distilled water is what I'm using to make up the lather. Even though I have hard water coming from the tap. Judging from how little lather I have right here in the bowl, thinking I'm going to need to go back and load up some more. Yeah, because I put a teaspoon of water in there. So that's what we'll do. And why don't we just get super messy. And probably started at about 10, so there's 10 seconds. Let's do let's try that out. These long bristles don't really stay on the puck too well, so maybe the best thing for such a small sample size here is to hook some out. A 1/4 teaspoon or less is probably going to be about right for this one. And again, I've got it all over my hand. Let's see if we can kind of rake it in. There we go. Let's see if that does better for us. It's a hard soap. It's kind of firm. I mean, it's not. I don't think it's super hard, but it's pretty firm, and so maybe a reason why it's being a little difficult. And we did increase some here. A couple of passes there. Might be enough. Yeah, that woody scent hasn't really changed too much. Take a little feel of it. Nice and slick, but I think I still need some more soap. How about that? All right, so here's what we'll do. We'll kind of do a face lather type scenario. If this runs out, we'll just go and get some more from the puck. All right, I'll put a little on my face as a pre-shave kind of thing. So I'm going to rake a little bit off of this. Come on now, I can't afford to lose. Okay, a little bit more hydration. Nice big comfy brush. Now it's looking good. See if I gauged it right. All right, fat boy. That is cutting really well, smoothly. It's cutting so well I don't even feel it really cutting the hairs. On my left side, it's kind of good. Maybe it's the angle. Maybe the angle's slightly different. Basically doing a cross grain pattern on my neck there, but it did have a slight with the grain aspect to it. So that was a really nice, comfortable first pass. All right, second pass. Nice creamy rinse on that first one. Took me a second to get the lather dialed in. So I don't think I'll load from this small pup next time. Do something a little bit different. Or maybe just load for a really long time. A minute maybe. I'm gonna say 4 to 5 in terms of scent strength. It's there. That's nice. You can smell it. It doesn't seem to be too. It's kind of one-dimensional. It almost doesn't really smell too sandalwoody. More like just a normal piece of wood. So it would seem that this Viking sword blade works really well with my fat boy. For me at least. Very nice. Very nice glide I'm getting from the soap. Just kind of lightly running over the skin. All right, let's rinse it. All right, third pass. It looks like I've got just enough lather to do the job. This is a good soap. Doesn't take much, it seems, to to do its job. It you know, I didn't end up with voluminous lather like I have in many cases. But it's like I'm working with a concentrate or something. Now I'm going to do the cross grain pattern, but this time with a slight against the grain aspect to it. Except right there. When I start to feel some irritation or razor burn, I just kind of back off because it's just not worth it to me. Just come back at it at a different angle. This 3 setting is just smooth. So we'll see, the closeness looks really good. So we'll see what happens once everything dries off. And I've pretty much used up. I might be able to hook out a touch up, or maybe even a thin full pass out of that. So just to have a little extra margin, maybe 1 minute of loading if I have this scenario again is the way to go. That small puck. All right, rinse it off. Yeah, that is a really good close shave that I got. Just the tips is all I'm seeing in my little trouble spot here, and that says to me that since the blade was so smooth, it's just a really good one for me in this. Bought a bunch of blades in an assortment, and that was in there. Tried it out, and I think on a couple other razors it did really well, so I kind of bookmarked it in my head and found some online, and so that's good. I like those. It doesn't say Personna, but I believe it's in the Personna family. All right. 2 ounces of water, and boy, I think I may have loaded for about a minute by the time you added all the pieces together. So that's interesting. Who knows what I'll try next time with this puck. This brush maybe just use it in a tub. I use it in a big tub where those bristles can be kind of confined. Also, I could hook out, probably a little bit less than 1/4 of a teaspoon and press that into the bottom of the bowl, and I'd probably be just fine there too. All right, very good. I'm going to start cleaning up. So I've got a mild woody scent on my face right now. It's lingering just a little bit. I don't know that I have too many. Oh, I've got Lather and Wood, Sandalwood Balm, but I've already got this guy out. Clubman, Whiskey Woods. He's not actually very dominant. And so when I wear him like I do now right before I go to bed, he didn't really get in my way, sitting around me like a cloud, when I lay down. I learned that lesson one time. I put something really pungent on. It wasn't fun. Yeah, I think the scent on that splash worked really well. Mixed nicely with the wood. But the wood is kind of low-key. So you can pretty much put on anything you wanted. And so many scents out there of sandalwood or some type of component like that anyway, as a base or something like that. So I think you could put on anything you wanted to after this soap. So here's this little guy, and he's growing, splaying out, just very comfortable. And I stropped him on the towel back there after the shave. How about that? And we definitely have some splitting. Yep, sure enough, good many splits. So that's why he keeps getting smoother and more comfy. Very nice. All right, well, that was a great shave all the way around. Razor just slid around like it was on ice skates because of the good soap. Nice soap base. I've tried their Lion, Lyon, Leon maybe is what it's called. That's a nice one too. And I guess with this big brush, maybe it's just so soft and the bristles so kind of long that they don't dig into the soap quite as well. So you just have to add some time to your loading. And then that was exacerbated by the smaller soap puck instead of being inside of a jar. And so for this brush, at least it looks like maybe I'd want to use some kind of other method like I was talking about. But hey, we're all good. And the Whiskey Woods is working well. Nothing really skin foody, healthy for the skin with that one. Just kind of fragrance and alcohol. Sometimes that's good, especially from my oily skin. All right. Well, hey, I hope there was something here for you in this shave. I want to hit that Viking sword blade some more and a few of my other razors. I think it's a good one. We'll see how many it works well in. This is Sugar Daddy Shaves. You take care. Good night.